Every year on February 2nd, people gather in Pennsylvania to watch a groundhog predict the weather. It's a well-known traditional ceremony. But where did this tradition come from? Let's take a look at the real history of Groundhog Day. Before groundhogs got involved, the idea of animals predicting the weather goes way back in parts of Germany. People believed that if a badger saw its shadow in early February, winter would last longer. If it didn't, spring would come. This was part of a broader European tradition. February 2nd was already an important date, tied to a festival like Candlesmith, a Christian holiday about light and renewal. There were some older Celtic traditions, like Imbolc, that celebrated the shift towards spring. When German immigrants came to Pennsylvania, they brought their weather traditions with them, but there weren't many badgers around, so they used what was available, the groundhog. In 1887, first official Groundhog Day took place in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. A group of locals calling themselves the Punxsutawney Groundhogs Club started the annual event, choosing a single groundhog, later named Punxsutawney Phil, as the official weather forecaster. At first, it was just a small town tradition, but over time, newspapers, radio, and TV turned it into a national event. Phil became more than just a groundhog. He became a symbol of folklore and levity, even if his weather predictions weren't exactly scientific. Today, thousands of people gather in Punxsutawney every year to catch if Phil sees his shadow. The event has grown into a festival that completes with speeches, celebration, and a whole lot of winter coats. But is Phil accurate? Alright, let's talk about the numbers. Generally speaking, since records began, Phil accuracy has been around 39%. So generally speaking, you get better results flipping a coin. But accuracy was never really the point. Groundhog Day is about tradition, not meteorology. Of course, the holiday became even more famous thanks to Groundhog Day, the movie, where Murray character lives the same day over and over. The movie gave the holiday a global audience and turned Groundhog Day into a metaphor for repetition. Groundhog Day may never be the most scientific way to predict the future, but it's a tradition that has survived for over a century. It connects us to the past, brings people together, and reminds us that sometimes we just need a little fun in the winter.
If you liked the video, like and subscribe.